Meeting that man and being introduced to his light and his information changed my entire world. I built a successful 7-figure business in just 7 months. I created a persona, a version of myself who was a millionaire. And I believed wholeheartedly after a few months of self-concept and identity work that I could become the millionaire version of myself. I did $18 million in revenue in under 2 years. Has this last 5 years been all rainbows and sunshine? No, it has not. 2022 was the hardest year of my life since being in this work. I experienced a separation of my marriage, a deterioration of my team, and an emergency lung surgery from all the repressed grief that I didn't allow myself to feel in those moments. But what I can tell you about this contrast, about that year in my life, is that it has prepared me for the woman that is sitting here in front of you today. I've received multiple awards and accolades and trips and accomplishments, but these are not the things that make me so fulfilled. These are not the things that make me so happy. Those things that actually bring me true peace, true love, true joy into my life are the connections that I have with myself and with others, my ability to serve people through this work, and to step into the real version of me that lies within. We have people who have made millions and millions of dollars. We have people who have quantum leaped their life, who have manifested awards and accolades and #1 best-selling books. We have people that are making a significant difference in this world because they're choosing to become an elevated version of them. The biggest thing that I can tell you right now, and the biggest learning from this journey, is please do not underestimate yourself. Please dream bigger and choose grander. And I want to say thank you for joining me, for choosing you, and for allowing me to be the vessel that guides you towards the light that you are being drawn to in this moment. Only love and gratitude, Kathleen. Man, that video is so good. Every single time I watch that video, it brings me joy, but it also brings me just very, very deep emotion, because the experiences that have shaped me over the past 5 years have really allowed me to sit here with so much peace, so much peace. Sorry, everybody's leaving right now. All of my family is walking out the door and they're hollering. So this is beautiful, beautiful real life of my girlies heading home back to Canada, where my mom just brought them to me. So I'm super, super grateful. But yes, they're going. They're heading to the airport right now. The driver's here. So I'm grateful. But this is what I was talking about, was the type of life that you desire to have here during this iteration, and what you want it to be like, and how you want to feel along the process, and how big and how bold you want to think. Because what I have really, really learned is that it's entirely up to you to make that decision, to call in what you desire for your life, and it's all available. And I sit here just hopefully as a testament for you that this level of love, abundance, peace, joy, prosperity, ease, and flow is available to you at any time. I knew you guys were going to love that last song. I sent that last song to Jen. I think I sent it to her like last night, and it came onto my Spotify, or maybe it was even this morning. And I said, that is the best song to start the day with. I Believe I Rise. Yeah, God played it for me on my Spotify this morning. So I had to send it to Jen for you all. But just so you know, for all of you that are maybe new to our events and you don't know, but at the end of every single event, we have a landing page that we've created with all the replays. And it also has the link to book a call with my team. And it also has the playlist that we created for the events. So don't worry, we got you. It's all in one place. If you don't get the email with the replays, like the link to that landing page, it might be that your internet is blocking it for some reason. It might think it's spam or junk. So check your junk. If not, mark our emails as safe. But also, you can just reach out to a member of my team. They will send that landing page to you if you are not getting it in your emails. So don't worry, we got you. Sometimes the interwebs lose things, but we never lose anything. We never lose anything. Okay, I have some Diamond Academy updates for all of you today. I have the last two steps, or the last two parts of your mechanism of manifestation, which is who you are, to talk about today. We are going to do a guided visualization as well, because I'm going to talk to you about the importance of imagination and how imagination is another tool that God gave us in order to manifest, right? So it's part of our creative mechanism, the imagination, just like the law of attraction, just like our vibration. So I'm going to talk about that. We're going to do a guided visualization. I'm also going to give away the one-on-one call. We've had a few names that we pulled from yesterday ready to go. So we're just going to confirm out of those individuals who is on here, and then we will randomly select one of those people. So we're just going to make sure that everybody's on live, and we will get that call in the calendar, whoever it is that's manifesting it. And remember, if it's not your name called today, it doesn't mean it can't be your name called tomorrow or the next day. So we are going to hold the image regardless of outside observation. Okay, so I look forward to the thousands of calls I'm about to have, because this is what everybody's saying, which I love, because this is how I am with things. I like choose to experience it, and then I know I will, and I don't ever go back on it. I never lose sight of the image. I just know that it's truth. So sit in the knowing of that truth. Before I do that, before I get started, let's do a beautiful little prayer. Everyone, please put your hand over your heart, sit comfortably, close your eyes, whatever you can do to connect to the source of it all. That's who we're talking to right now, right? So as I say this beautiful prayer, we are speaking to the source of it all. We're sending them the direction of where we'd like to go, thanking the energy and the vibration for all the love. So close your eyes, sit comfortable. Thank you, God. Thank you for the beauty of this moment. Thank you for this day 2 of our live event. Thank you for all the beautiful souls who were touched yesterday. Thank you for opening up their minds to remember the truth of what their soul is. Thank you for reminding them that it is well, and it is so, and their creative mechanism has been there this entire time. Thank you for allowing them the opportunity to grow and to expand and to remember the truth of who they are and to act in accordance with that truth today. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to become the woman that I am today, the woman who speaks your truths into existence, and for allowing me to be seen on a greater level so your message can be heard on a greater level. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. Okay, so a couple of little updates I want to share before I get into the magic that is this information. Yesterday was incredible, and I have to say the feedback that I always get from all of you is special and incredible. And I have screenshots on my phone of all of your messages, and so I read through a lot of it last night, and it feels very much like a shift has happened within us all, even listening to yesterday's event. And the shift that I feel that has occurred after yesterday's event is those of you that now feel at peace with the truth and have moved out of the fear realm, right? And so the fear realm, to have a fearful attitude tells us that we can't have, that we aren't, that it's going to take too long, or it's going to be hard, or it might not work out in our favor. And it has us live in hesitation. But what I felt from a lot of you yesterday was this feeling of, you know what? I'm not going to live in fear anymore. I'm not going to live in hesitation anymore. I'm actually going to move forward in faith. And what would that be like? What would it be like for me to wake up tomorrow morning and to just know that it's all here, that it's all working out, and that who I am in this next moment is going to create the next moment, and to allow yourself to see the truth of how it is. So it was peaceful yesterday, I have to say, and many of the messages that I received from all of you came from a place of peace, which I think is really special. One thing, and this is just evidence of a lot of what I was talking about yesterday. We heard from Ramblin' yesterday, and that was a very, very powerful conversation. And many of you were very, very moved by Ramblin's story. And then some of you were like, well, wait a minute, what did he manifest? Or what is he manifesting? You know? And his truth, right? So beautiful. And what's so special about Ramblin's Truth and what he shared yesterday was that each and every one of us gets to manifest whatever we want, right? And our ability to manifest whatever we want comes when we allow people to manifest whatever they want. And we stop fighting what other people want for themselves, right? And so in this work, I have been granted this beautiful opportunity to remind you all of what you want and remind you all that you can have it, but it's not up to me to decide what that is. And so I let all of you be you. I let all of you self-express. I let all of you, and when I mean let, I mean in my consciousness. I'm not going to sit here and be like, but you should want this and you should do this and you should. And why aren't you? No, it's with this beautiful sense of love and acceptance that you all get to decide exactly what you want. And when we celebrate other people for getting what they want, for choosing what they want, going after it and receiving it, it brings us closer to our desired state too, right? So when we send somebody love and we say, congratulations for you choosing to be you and getting what you want, we open ourselves up to that same thing. And remember that everything's a reflection. So if there was something that was uncomfortable yesterday in the conversation that you didn't understand or it didn't make sense, oh my gosh, what a beautiful opportunity for you to become aware of something within yourself, right? Why was that uncomfortable for me? And to go within, because it's you fighting up against something, right? And it's something within yourself. So it's really beautiful. But I wanted to share just how special that was yesterday. Okay, we were unaware of this. So we have to trust the divine timing of things, the divine flow of things, and we have to follow the way in which we are guided, right? So as a company and as a corporation, we are very much guided towards interviewing Ramblin yesterday. And I actually didn't even know that I was interviewing Ramblin until I think the night before. And so when I heard that I was interviewing Ramblin, I was like, yes, this is amazing, right? And so we did the interview yesterday. And then Jennifer Underwood messages me. And she says, did you know what day it was yesterday when you interviewed Ramblin? And I said, no, I don't. What day was it? She said, well, November 20th. And so November 20th is a day of remembrance for the trans population. It's a day to honor and remember transgender people whose lives have been lost to anti-trans violence and to reflect on the need for continued advocacy, visibility, and protection for the trans community. I did not know this yesterday. Wow. Right? There is things at work that we can't explain, that we can't see, that we can't know, but we have to just trust. And so when we saw that, I said, of course it was. Of course it was, right? And so this work works. The magic of your ability to manifest, it works. And so we just have to trust, and trust that it's the right thing in the right moment, the right message is meant to get across. And that's what happened here yesterday. And I'm so grateful that we got to be a part of it and to hear it and to make a difference out in the world in some capacity. So I'm grateful. But I wanted to share that with all of you because we can't explain some of this stuff sometimes, but you guys literally just observed God at work and the divine guidance. And it's so special. I'm so grateful. So anyways, I also just want to share a couple of Diamond Academy updates for you all too, because we get a lot of questions about what's going on, what's happening, what's new. We are going to open enrollment today into our courses and our programs, which I'll talk about in a little bit later after I give you the last two things. We are going to be sharing what I'm going to refer to as like Black Friday type of deals and specials, but they are actually, I would actually rather that they be called like the right now embodiment specials. We're giving you an opportunity to make a decision in the moment to move forward in this work and to really, really become a master and expert of your manifestations. And I've created an incredible opportunity to do so. It's one of the best offers we've honestly ever created. It's not that the price is the best price. Of course it is, but it's actually, you're going to get access to so many courses and programs that it's actually like incredible. Like just what you will get as a whole is huge. It's probably almost all of my courses in one package. But anyways, we'll talk about that after. But in terms of Diamond Academy updates, we are almost sold out for our live event in LA on Saturday. So if any of you have been waiting and you weren't sure, make a decision, please get your ticket because it'll be sold out before Saturday for sure. Well, before tomorrow for sure. So please get your ticket. If you haven't gotten your ticket, you can see it on my stories as well. I am going to New York City in December for 2 days to meet with a company that we have hired to move something forward that has been part of my vision for House of Manifestation, the greater vision for House of Manifestation. And it is something that is uncomfortable. And the reason I say it's uncomfortable is because it's a next iteration of the brand. It's a next iteration of this work. It's the next iteration of normalizing manifestation. And so I am going to New York City to meet with a company, and we are going to do R&D, research and development, for the creation of a House of Manifestation product line. Okay. So what does this have to do with collective consciousness? What does this have to do with collective consciousness? So somebody is out in a store somewhere and they purchase a product that not only helps them with whatever that need or that issue is that the product will assist with, but it also reminds them of their power. So the House of Manifestation brand will be an awakened, enlightened product line that will raise collective consciousness, not just through the product, but also through ascension. So when you purchase a House of Manifestation product, you will also get things like a guided visualization, access to House of Manifestation community. You'll get like an affirmation or a truth statement. And the thing that you will purchase will help you to manifest, but it will also raise your collective. So I'm taking manifestation and I'm putting it into products. Never been done. So excited. But it's uncomfortable because it's a stretch and it's a push and it's a move forward and it's moving into an area I've never been in before. It's doing something I've never done before. And is it going to be successful? Of course it is, because manifestation is part of it. Is it going to be successful? Of course, because source energy is right along here with me, right? So stay tuned. Please watch my stories. I'm going to share a little bit about the process as we're doing it. But this is going to be phenomenal. We're going to figure out what the first few products are going to be. The end result, where I see the product line going, is everything. From journals to candles to bath salts to matcha and wellness products and supplements, all the way to skincare, maybe even one day. Why not? Manifest your best skin while elevating consciousness, right? So my vision is that all of you decide you want to manifest your dream lives. All of you want to manifest everything that you ever wanted in life. You have the peace and the love and the joy and the excitement, adventure and abundance in your life. And then you have a product line that matches that. That you have a product line that helps support you in living your dream life, right? So anyways, this is me sharing with you a dream of mine that I'm bringing into the physical form. Even though it's uncomfortable, I am so doing it. And I'm doing it with audacity, with bravery, with boldness. And yeah, let's do it. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. The other thing that I want to tell you too, we're going to talk a little bit more about it, is we are going to be doing in December 2 things in December. There will be my end of year event. Okay, so if you've never done my end of year event, I do this every single year in December. It is for everyone. It is free. It's not specifically for those in my programs. It's not just for the Diamond Academy family. It's for anyone that is out there can join. And so it is a reflection event. So we go over the course of the year. What do you want to keep? What do you want to release? And then what is the vision for 2026 and onward? And I help you to reflect that. So that's going to be in the month of December. But what we are going to do after that is we are going to actually do our very first House of Manifestation Vision Board Party. It will be virtual, and it will be House of Manifestation members and any Diamond Academy family members. So that is going to be anybody that is in Millionaire and Modern Mentor or my inner circle will have access to the Vision Board Party as well, and House of Manifestation. We'll tell you the dates. Don't worry, we've got all the dates. We'll tell you, but I just don't want to confuse you with too much. But I just want to say we have a lot going into December so that you can end the year in your highest vibration, your highest frequency, your highest identity, your grandest version. Going into January, you'll be clear. So January, we will know before we hit January. We already know what's the dream that we're calling in. And we already know who do we need to be in order to call that dream in. And so January 1st is the day of embodiment, not resolutions. We're not creating no resolutions, no way. New embodiment practices, yes. New truths, yes. Right? That's how we actually bring your vision into life in the fastest way, is through embodiment of this work, not simply doing the work. It's embodying the work, being the work. To know a thing and be a thing are two separate things. So that's why this past 2 days, these days, I'm teaching you about embodiment. I'm teaching you beliefs that I believe are the most powerful beliefs that you can have. And then if you live from those beliefs, you walk in the truth of these beliefs, your life will forever change. Forever, forever, forever. I mean it. This is truth. Let it be true for you and you will experience it. Okay, I think I got everything related to like the updates and everything. I want to talk about the next part of your mechanism of manifestation. So I've talked about a higher spiritual perspective a fair bit. So if we think about the truth of who we are, the part of us that is the grandest or greatest, that has the most impact, is always going to be spirit. That spirit part of us is eternal. It is life. It is the all of everything. It cannot be hurt. It cannot be destroyed. It knows all, is all, and does all. Right? So that's kind of our highest iteration. And then we go into, okay, so what is humanity then? So humanity, or the human experience, is when source comes into a human body, a vessel, right? But it's not the human vessel that actually controls a lot of the human experience. It's actually the mind, right? And so the body simply follows what the mind gives it. The body follows what's going on in the mind. And so even when I talked yesterday about the law of attraction and I talked about vibration, I want us to really, really understand that our vibration and the way in which we send that pulse and that magnet out into the world is based on what's going on in our heads. It's based upon the patterning and the programming in the mind, right? So what I believe to be true inside of my mind, right? It's the memories that are stored. It's the beliefs that are stored. It's the assumptions that are stored. All of that creates the truth and reality of then how we vibrate out in the world. And it also changes the truth and reality about how we move in the world as well, right? So when we move out in the world, we have a consciousness attached to the movement. So when I sit here with all of you today on this live event and I'm speaking and I'm talking, I have a consciousness attached to this. And so every word that comes out, the vibration that I'm emitting, the frequency that goes with the movement of my body and the action that I'm taking is based off a certain consciousness. So me 5 years ago would have taught this very topic very, very differently. Is it that the information is different? No. It's that who I think I am is different. And so the beliefs that I have are different. The limitations are far less, right? So I want us to then understand that by changing the patterning and the programming in the mind, we then change the vibration with which we are emitting out into the world, and the action will naturally change. We will express ourselves differently. That is the effortless way. So what a lot of people will teach you is how to change your habits. So they will go in and they will say, okay, so you have a habit of not doing this, and we want to create the habit of doing this. So let's use motivation and willpower and accountability mechanisms to change the action. Let's create a new habit. I'm going to call you every morning and see if you did it. No, please, let's not do that. Let's go deeper into the mind and ask, why do you not do this thing that you desire to do? What is it about this action that you don't take, that you want to take, but you don't take? What is it in the underlying belief systems within yourself that has you not take the action naturally, right? So for me, I was a woman who believed she was unhealthy. I believed I was in a body that lacked health. And so then I believed I was an unhealthy woman. So was it easy for me to take healthy action? Was it easy for me to go to the gym, wake up in the morning and go, oh, I'd love to go to the gym today? No, I wanted to. I wanted to be a woman that went to the gym every morning or afternoon or whatever, who liked going, okay? That didn't just go because she had to, but actually desired going, liked it, enjoyed it, wanted it to be a part of her day. But because I had a belief that I was unhealthy, that I hated the gym, that I was lazy, that I lacked discipline, every day it was the same old story. I'd love to go to the gym today, but I'm going to have an excuse not to. So it would be like, Monday, I'm going to do it. And then Monday would come and I would never do it. So then I went into the patterning and the programming and I realized, oh my gosh, look at these beliefs. They're not even real. They're not even true. So I'm going to play around with the idea that I love working out, that I'm healthy, that I'm a healthy woman, that I love my body, and that I love exercise and I love being healthy. And so as soon as I started to do that and I started to believe I am health, I am health, I am health, guess what? I started to get this little nudge that was like, oh, you know, it'd be so nice to go for a walk right now. And so I would just decide to go for a walk. I would get this nudge to go for a walk, this feeling. Not that I should or that I had to or I had to check it off a to-do list, but the feeling like I'd love to walk right now. And then I would go for a walk, right? And then I started walking every single day and it became a habit. And I was like, well, of course, I'm a healthy woman. Look at me, I'm walking. And then it increased to going to the gym and blah, 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 blah. And now, like, if I don't go to the gym for a few days, I'm like, oh man, I want to get to the gym. And then I actually am excited about going to the gym, right? Not that I have to, not that I should, but that I would love to. And so now I'm one of those people who loves going to the gym and who loves working out. I never thought I would ever say that, but it's true. Not by forcing myself to have a habit that I think I should have, but by going back into the mind and asking the question of who does Kathleen think she is? What does she believe about herself? And what's the best possible belief that I can plant in her so that she does the things that I know she desires to do, right? So can you hear me talking about Kathleen in the kind of like the third person? So what perspective am I talking about Kathleen from? The higher spiritual perspective, from the soul's perspective. What's the best thing for me to have Kathleen believe today? It's from the higher spiritual perspective. So I'm actually coming out of the mind to reprogram the mind, right? Monica's at the gym working out right now. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But it's also being very, very aware of a lot of your reasons for doing things, right? I remember talking to somebody who loved going to the gym, who worked out every single day, who was really, really motivated, disciplined, saw themselves as a very healthy person. And we had this conversation, we were talking about the gym. And I said, well, what do you love about the gym? Tell me, like, you know, and what is it about working out that you love so much? And, you know, all these things. And then just, it came out very subtly. It was like a little thing. He said, well, you know, and if I stop going to the gym, I'm going to get fat. And I went, oh, whoa. So what? Like, why are we going to the gym? So then they had the realization that, oh my gosh, I'm actually going to the gym out of fear that I might be unhealthy if I don't go. And so I helped them to move the energy into loving to go to the gym because they desire it, not because of a fear of anything else. Because guess what happens if they have an injury and they can't go to the gym? The assumption is going to be that they're going to gain weight, their body's going to change, they're going to lose this, they're going to lose that and the other thing, and then they're going to manifest the experience they don't want. So notice the subtleties too about why you do things and what that's about. But anyways, this is just an example about, I don't want you to go and change your habits. I want you to go and change the identity within the mind. Here's another really beautiful example, okay? So I was somebody who, when I launched my coaching business, and this might not resonate with you if you aren't a coach or a mentor, but I'm going to give you different examples too. But for me, when I launched my coaching business in January of 2020, I had never sold a coaching program before in my life. I'd never taught a course to anybody. I'd never created a course. Yes, this is number 5. I'd also never sold a high ticket offer before. I had never had anybody purchase formal coaching or mentorship from me. And I'd never coached someone one-on-one in that capacity, okay, as an experience in my life in the past. But in my mind, I realized that if I believed any of those things were true, and I believed that any of those things were a reason for someone not to work with me, it would have made them true. And it would have impacted people's desire to work with me. So I actually sat back and went, okay, is any of this an actual limit? Is any of this an actual limit? The fact that I have never sold a high ticket offer before, does that mean anything? No. So I said, well, if I can sell anything for $50, I can sell something for $50,000. I can sell something for $500,000. Right? Told myself that belief. Okay, amazing. Here we go. That one's no longer a limit. And then I'm like, well, I've never created a course before. So do I need to take a course to create a course? And then I went, wait a minute, where do courses come from? Where's the information from? From source, from the all of everything. So what if I be guided intuitively and I create a course based on what God tells me to create it on? And so the Millionaire Program, that is like one of our most sold programs over the past 5 years, the Millionaire Program, that was all intuitively led, the entire program. I said, God, show me what I did in the form of a program so that I can teach other people. And it literally came through, just like this, right? And so there we go. Is this a limit, or is this a strength? I went, well, this is a strength, right? You taught how to become a millionaire before you became a millionaire? No, Sharon. The Millionaire Program was created after I'd already manifested over 5-6 million. So the Millionaire Program is the path I took. The first course that I taught was somebody else's program. It wasn't mine. But the Millionaire Program was created after I manifested the millions. But could you teach people how to manifest millions while making millions? Yes, you could. Why not? Tell me. Right? Because it's all available. It's all possible. So I would venture to even say, like, hey, we're going to manifest millions together. You want to come along for the ride? Let's go. That'll create it. That'll absolutely create it. Yes, it was Bob Proctor's program was the one I was teaching in the very, very beginning. But yeah, so the other belief that I had was that I'd never coached anybody formally in a one-on-one container ever before. And I went, okay, does this belief serve me? And I went, wait a minute. No, because I have been a leader in healthcare for 12 years. I was coaching and mentoring people as part of my job and my work in healthcare administration. I was a director for the provincial government when I left healthcare. And I went, no, I've been doing this all along. And then I noticed all the ways in which I was coaching and mentoring other people in my life, the ways in which I'm parenting my daughters, and see how all I did was tell myself a story that empowered me to be my grandest version, to allow me to be able to coach and serve and help. So my first month that I launched my very first course and program, led by me, I sold 9 people into a high ticket offer to sign up for my coaching program. Because I built the belief system that would match the version of me that was serving hundreds. And I was her before. So if you're waiting to do something and then have the identity, you're in behind. So I love this idea of music. I have Jessie on my team. She's a musician, absolutely loves this. And so I always think of her when I think of this, right? So if I believe that I'm learning to play an instrument and I'm practicing learning to play the instrument, it's a very different vibration or energy than believing I'm a musician. Right? So I might say, so I would love to learn how to play piano. I would love that. And I will do that one day. I'll take a course, I'll get a teacher, and I will learn how to play the piano. Love it. I've already had a few of you reach out to me. I've said this before and you've said, I'll teach you. So like the universe will always give you the way. So when I decide that I'm going to do that, it'll be one of you who've reached out to me for sure. But so I'd love to learn how to play the piano, right? So am I ever going to really be in the energy of a piano player as I'm saying I'm going to learn? or I'm saying I'm practicing or I'm learning how right now. But let me tell you, the moment that I sign up for a piano lesson, I'm going to become a musician like this. And then guess what? How quickly am I going to learn how to play that piano? How fast is that going to come to me? I'll just be like, la 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 la. You guys can come to my recital, right? I truly, truly believe that it is the assumptions that we have. What if you're a musician now? Sharon, I am. Okay, so I say this in terms of a pilot, right? So every single one of us has the capacity to be a pilot, right? To fly an airplane. Every single one of us. It's in here. We can do it. If one human can do it, we can do it. So the ability and the capacity to fly a plane is here. Same thing with a piano. If one person can play the piano, so am I already a musician? Yes, I am. What's the one thing that I just need to do in order to make it happen and bring it into the physical form? Learn how to do it. So a pilot goes to pilot school, a musician takes lessons, and a millionaire takes a course called Millionaire. This is why I created that program. And people have said to me, are you going to change the name of the course? Absolutely not. I don't want to take a course that says, learn how to play the piano as a novice. I'll take a course that says, become the number one piano player in the entire world. That's how I see it, right? So that's why I did what I did, and it's not coincidence. It's by design. God was not playing when he created the Millionaire program with me. Like, really was not playing. It is so good. But anyways, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, so the power of the mind and the power of the identity, right? So there's two things, two parts of our mind that are magical, okay? So there's the consciousness and the identity and the patterning and the programming, the belief of who you are, all your beliefs about the world, the way you see life, all of that is magical, purposeful, important, incredible, and it manifests out. So how I see that this way is the consciousness has a vibration attached to it. So as we allow that consciousness to ascend and rise and grow and expand, the field grows magically, expands greater, and your impact grows. So for me to impact more of you through this work, I have to become more in my consciousness to receive it, to be able to do it. I have to believe more in myself, in what I have to say. I also need to remove as many limitations as I possibly can from my consciousness. And the more lighter and brighter I become, the more of you I'll be able to support. I do believe that. So I know what I need to do in order to do this. And it's the same thing with all of you. Whatever it is, whatever your call to good is, whatever your passion, your purpose, your reason for being is, you will be open to receive more and serve more and help more the more you allow yourself to be. If you want to receive the best that the world has, you must give the world your best. Neil Donald Walsh, incredible. And so that's what this is all about, right? So for me, as I ascend and I elevate, the more impact I'm able to make. It'll be the same thing for all of you. That's the law of attraction. But there's this other part of your mind that is very, very magical, and it's called the imagination. And the imagination was given to us as part of our creative faculties, right? Just like the memory, right? So our memory has allowed us to save a lot of time, to do things easier, because the mind remembers how to get dressed in the morning. So it just gets dressed in the morning. It doesn't have to relearn how to get dressed in the morning, because the memory is there to help you get dressed in the morning easily, right? It's beautiful. But then, so what was the imagination given to us for? For fun? For make-believe? No. For creation. For our adaptability. For us to create our own reality. Right? Well, is it just for us to dream about it and that's it? Get clear? No. Far more than that, right? So the imagination in my belief system, okay, so what I now believe to be true, what I've planted in this consciousness, in this mind, in this Kathleen Cameron mind, is that the imagination is God. So the imagination is the link, is the portal between myself and through God. And so God talks to me through the imagination, and I talk to God through the imagination. And I guide and direct that source energy based on the imagination. So what that means is whenever I visualize something, I am experiencing that something in reality occurring in that moment. I do not believe that it's just an idea. I do not believe that it's just make believe or that it's simply just a dream. I actually believe that I'm tapping into a reality where it's actually occurring. And so because I believe I'm tapping into a reality that's actually occurring, when I'm in it, I know I'm living it. So when I was visualizing myself here in Malibu, living in this house, I was really living it. I was really experiencing it. So now that I'm here, it feels natural because this is the second time I'm living this. The first time I lived it in the imagination, the second time I've lived it in reality now. And it's like that with all the manifestations. So people say, you only live once. I say, no, you live twice. Right? And so the imagination is reality, is truth. Your imagination is truth. The world as your imagination sees it is the real world. That's a Neville Goddard quote. This is 5. I'm still talking about the mind right now. Your mind and the way that it has been designed is part of your mechanism of manifestation. A major, major part of it, right? Your mind. So I talked about your mind and identity and how it impacts vibration, but now I'm talking about imagination and how that's another piece of this beautiful puzzle. It's another tool that we've been given. Why would we be given an imagination where we can see something that's not actually, we're not actually seeing it through our eyes? What would be the whole entire point of that? Why would we experience through our senses a deterioration in our health, but we can visualize ourselves healed? To make that happen, right? So why is it then that I can see my bank account on empty, but I can visualize and feel the feeling of a full bank account? Because our mind is limited, right? If we only live according to what our 5 senses tell us, and we believe that that is the only story that can be told, and that's the only reality, and that's truth, we can never ever change it. Which means we are stuck in a prison. Because if we just keep seeing empty bank account and reacting to empty bank account, what does that tell us? That's the only reality that exists. That's the only thing I will ever see, I will only ever have, and that's it. But that's not our creative abilities. So to visualize an experience in the mind, in your imagination, that is not occurring in your observed world is the beginning of the creation. That's how we now start living from a new idea, from the imagined idea. So you can actually look at your world through 2 lenses, the human mind lens or the higher spiritual lens, which is the imagined lens. So when I look upon the world, I see the world for what my mind would tell me it looks like. But I actually know it's different. The truth, it's different. How many of you have fallen in love with someone or have someone in your life that they tell you that they're a certain way, but you know that they're better? You can see the good in them. You can see the potential in them. You can see their light. What is happening there? Are we all just being crazy and being fooled into believe that they could be better? No. You're actually seeing the truth of who they actually are. They don't believe it, or they wouldn't behave the other way, but you're seeing the truth. And it's like that with life in general, right? Now, they have to engage in the transformation process and the creation process for themselves. So just because you see that truth doesn't mean they'll ever see it and never decide to be it, right? But in our lives, we can create an impact and we can change our reality. So to see a life that feels like it's not going well, but to know that the truth is that it's all well, that's creation, right? And so the imagination is an opportunity for you to experience in real life a reality that exists, to feel the feeling of it, and to start making it real. Start making it real. Right? So think about it this way. If I'm always in my memory and I'm replaying a traumatic experience, what is my mind going to grab onto and think is real and believe? It's going to think from trauma. It's going to think from negativity. It's going to think from low vibration, low energy. It's going to have negative emotions. And so you're now telling your mind that the truth is you're being re-traumatized over and over and over again. Right? The mind just accepts whatever you give it. The subconscious mind, this is where the habits and the patterns and the programs are all stored. They're in the subconscious mind. Long-term memory becomes automatic and below your level of awareness, right? And so if you're feeding it a memory of a traumatic experience from your past over and over and over and over and over again, you're reprogramming your identity to believe that's true, that's real, that's who I am, that's what I believe. And so you'll never be able to change it. What I'm asking you to do is to, instead of going into old memories, I want you to go over to the imagination, to the realm of infinite possibility, to where all potentiality exists, and to ask yourself, what would I love? I would love to experience life as a great place, as a beautiful place, as a lovely place. I'd like to experience more abundance, more love in my life. I'd love to love myself. I'd love to think highly of myself. I'd love to expect good things to happen to me. So then we start visualizing all of those things in the imagination, and then it starts reprogramming the subconscious mind. So then the subconscious mind says, oh, well, she's feeling really empowered. She's really happy. She really believes in herself. She's really empowered. He thinks he's amazing. He thinks he's great. He thinks he's successful. And so the more you visualize the experience of who you would love to be, the more you experience the reality of good things happening to you, the mind will literally start to believe it. Any idea held in the mind will harden into fact by law. So anything that you keep hearing over and over and over again, even if you fight it, you'll eventually believe it. And this is why so many people tell us we're bad, we're wrong, we've screwed up, we're broken, and eventually we just, yep, that's true. I heard it so many times, so it must be true. Well, it's the same thing in the opposite. So I'm actually teaching you how to reprogram your identity by using your imagination. Okay? There's another thing that happens though that's really, really magical then. We're in a vibrational state in this moment right now, are we not? Yes. And so the way in which you feel right now in this moment is your magnet. It's your point of attraction. How do we change it? How can we change it right now? Music can change it, yeah. Imagination will change it immediately. So we're going to do it. We're going to practice that right now. So notice how you feel now. Notice the vibration you're emitting right now, that you're sending out right now. Jen, if you can get that guided visualization ready. I want you to think about how inspired do you feel? How happy do you feel? How motivated do you feel? How much do you love yourself? How good do you think of yourself right now? All those things. Think about all of them right now, and think about the vibration you're setting off right now. Now we're going to do a 4-minute guided visualization. I'm going to have you intentionally focus your mind upon a visualized state, an imagined state, which is the truth. Allow yourself to feel it. Allow yourself to really tap into the emotion. And then let's see what your vibration is after it. Okay, so 4 minutes of being in your imagination. Sorry. And let's see how you feel after it, okay? Jen, take it away. We're ready. We're doing this together. Okay, so take a nice deep breath in. Take a nice deep breath in and release. And focus on those breaths. as you're focusing on those breaths, I want you to notice where you feel fear in your body. Do you feel it in your jaw? In your shoulders? In your back? In your solar plexus? Does it hold in your legs or in your feet? And now when you are exhaling with every breath, I want you to let that fear go. Exhale that fear right out with your breath. So every breath you take in, I want you to feel the faith. I want you to breathe in love. And then let that fear go with every exhale. Deep breath in and out. Now I want you to go to a place in your life where you are your most confident, your most successful, your most powerful. You decided what you wanted, you went for it, and it is now here. Your entire life has changed. Your dreams are coming true before your eyes. You're so grateful for it all. What is different in your life in this moment? How are your relationships? How is your finances? How is your health? And how does it feel to have it all? And I want you to find a mirror on the wall and walk over to that mirror in your mind and look at yourself. What do you see in the mirror? This is your highest self. Everything you wanted is here. You love yourself. You have absolute faith that everything is working out. As you look at yourself in this mirror, I want you to notice, is there any fear in you? This is the feeling of fear being gone and being replaced by faith. Allow yourself to feel the feeling of being so sure of who you are, of where you're going, and your ability to change your own life. And bring yourself back. Okay, how do you now feel having directed your mind towards an imagined state? Okay, so now what we've done in that 4-minute exercise, we have began the process of reprogramming the subconscious mind. We've now changed the vibrational state with which we're operating on in this moment, which means our magnet is different. And now we're going to fall in love with this even more, right? But then something else is going to happen. Is all the forces of the universe are going to conspire in your favor to make it happen. And that is number 6 in the mechanism of manifestation. Okay? So this isn't futile daydreaming. This isn't just a waste of time. My number 1 business tool is my imagination. You all are on this live event because I imagined you here. You fell upon my YouTube channel because I imagined you falling upon my YouTube channel. Even the content that goes up on the YouTube channel is an idea that I created in my mind of a version of me who knows this material better than anyone else. So number 6 is that all of the forces of the universe conspire to make it all happen as you desire it to be. Right? So it's not the want that manifests, but the belief that you are that manifests. I want to make this super clear. So belief creates fact. Belief creates fact. What are you confused about, Jennifer? Expand on the confusion. And I would say that you're not confused, you're seeking greater clarity. When we believe we are confused, our mind then acts as if it's confused. And so it closes and it doesn't allow the answer to come. So when you say, oh, I'm seeking more clarity on this idea, right? So the forces of the universe conspire to make happen the thing that you believe has already happened. Belief creates the fact. So when I made the decision to be a millionaire in my mind, and I said, okay, I am now going to believe I'm a millionaire. I'm not going to believe I'm a nurse. I'm going to believe that I'm a millionaire. I could have believed I'm a nurse millionaire. That would have been fine too. But I just decided to believe that I'm a millionaire. Right? And so I reprogrammed the subconscious mind. I planted all the seeds of all the most empowering beliefs that I would have, that a millionaire would have. I visualized myself as that version of me. I felt the feeling of it. I took action towards it. And all the forces of the universe conspired to make the millionaire idea happen. Not because I wanted it, because I allowed myself to be it in all ways. That's the key to this. So if you believe that you're a millionaire, you act a certain way, you do certain things. If you believe you're not, you act a certain way and you do certain things. Okay, so you can't be in both. You're either in the desire of it, the want of it, or you're existing in the experience of it. Now, it's a process to get you there, but the faster you're willing to believe in it and take action on it, the faster your life will change. We have a new member of our inner circle, Trude, and she talked about how fast her manifestations came because she stopped fighting up against the resistance. She stopped fighting up against the idea. What if it's true right now? What if I don't want this thing anymore? What if I am this thing right now? What if it's already here? So before I lived in my Malibu house, I bought the furniture for it. I was living there. People would even say, like, but don't you live in Malibu? I was like, I technically don't have an address, but I am a resident. Yes, absolutely. Malibu's been my home for the past 3 years. Even when my houses I was staying in burned down in the fires. 2 houses that I stayed in the most, both burned down. And I was like, nope, still her. Right? Powerful. Did you also surround yourself with other millionaires in order to embody that millionaire version of you before you came one, aside from guidance from source? No, I was the first millionaire in my life. First millionaire in my family, first millionaire friend. Yeah. So did I hire a coach that was a millionaire? Yes. But I was the first person around me to experience that. Yeah. Magical. Because I was willing to go out on an island by myself. I was really willing to be bold, daring, audacious. Because I thought to myself, if this is really true, if it's really, really true that all I have to do is believe that it's done and it will be done, then let's test it out. And guess what? I started testing it and testing it and testing it. It happened. Little things like coffees. Like I would love a coffee today. I would love for somebody to show up and bring me a coffee. And then out of nowhere, my cleaning lady calls me. She's like, I'm on the way over. Did you want a coffee? Never asked me that before. I was like, yes, I will have a coffee. Right? So it's so beautiful to understand that what you believe begins to create the moment you believe in it. So think about this. When we get pregnant with a baby, we become a mother right away. Right? That's it. Once you become pregnant with a new idea of you, be that idea every day. Don't second guess it. Don't say, well, I'm going to be a mother once the baby's born. No. No, you're not a mother 9 months later. You're a mother right away. The moment that I got a positive pregnancy test that said that I had a baby in here, I behaved differently, effective immediately. I was like, oh, I better get good sleep. I better drink more water. I better not eat anything bad. I better not drink alcohol. I better not smoke cigarettes. I didn't anyway, but I better take my vitamins, make sure I'm taking care of me. So right away, I started moving in the assumption that I'm mother. And now I wake up every morning and I'm a mother. I don't ask, how can I be more of a mother today? I just be mother. And so that's what I'm asking you to do, right? My kids are 11 and 13. I have 2 girls, Mason and Reagan, my beautiful babies, my beautiful girlies, right? And so it's so powerful to accept a belief. And I just want you to right now to say, but what if it's true? What if it's real? What if? And from the what if, the truth will start to reveal. And the more that you reprogram the subconscious mind, the more you believe in the identity, the more you visualize it and let it be true. And then I speak it. I speak it into existence. I say things. Why do you think I told you all about my product line? Was that just for fun? No, it's part of my mechanism of manifestation. It's part of me understanding that the more I believe in something, the more I speak life into it, the more truth it will be. Right? And so that's how I'm going to call it in and how I'm going to bring it in. So you think, behave, and believe the identity and live the life you want. Yes. So it truly is about being that version of you. Let me ask you a question. What is one thing or one identity or one experience that you're all manifesting into your life right now? Put it in the chat. If you're watching the replay, write it on a piece of paper. If you're on the YouTube channel, put it on the YouTube channel. Just put something. Doesn't matter if it's big. It doesn't matter if it's small. It doesn't matter what other people think. Nobody cares. This is your vision, your dream. You get to have whatever you want. So whatever that is, write it down. Beautiful. So many incredible things. I see all of these beautiful things. So what if you thinking of it and typing it out in this chat right now is the proof and evidence that it's true, that it's real, that it's done? That feels pretty exciting, doesn't it? That's amazing. So I think of it this way. If I'm going to go grocery shopping and I create a grocery list, do I put broccoli on the grocery list and then go, oh, I'm not sure they're going to have any. Oh, it's going to be really hard for me to get the broccoli off the shelf. No, I just say, okay, I'm going to go to the store and get the broccoli. And I act in the assumption that broccoli is going to be there. And then I'm going to get it. And that's how I want you to think about this. So now, whatever it is you put, the fact that you thought it, and then you put it here, it's done. It's it. So if you knew, if you had your crystal ball, I don't have my crystal ball here. It's over in the other room. But I bought myself a crystal ball and I did a photo shoot with the crystal ball because I'm like, this is it. If you had a crystal ball right now and that crystal ball said, that thing that you just wrote down, it's here. You're it. Done. You don't have to do anything. 100%. I'm telling you right now, you are going to live that. I can't tell you the exact day. Oh, it's 1:11 p.m. I can't tell you the exact day that you're going to live this, but I'm telling you, it is 100% done. What would you do? How would you feel? What action would you take? What would your consciousness be like? What would your vibration be like? What would be the words that would come out of your mouth? What would be the thoughts that would be going on in here all the time? You would be in joyful expectation. Guess what? You're your crystal ball. You literally are. You don't need anything outside of you. In here tells you. If you literally can imagine it and then decide that that's what you want, that's what the crystal ball will give you. It's done. So you said, I'd be relaxed and at peace. I'd be this, I'd be that, I'd be this, I'd be that. Why are you not those things right now? Because you don't believe your own crystal ball. The crystal ball is literally telling you that this is your future, and you're saying, no, it's not, I don't believe you. You're lying. You're literally not believing in it. You're dismissing it. You're saying, no, not true. Prove it to me. Let me see the crystal ball. Prove it. You don't need to know how. Do you know how the broccoli makes its way to the grocery store? Do you know how it got there? I have no idea. I don't know who grew it, what farm, where it came from, the process, but it's there, so I'll receive it, right? So the forces of the universe, that's why I really want to make it clear that there is so much happening behind the scenes that you don't know about. You'll never see, you'll never understand, but it's happening. And the moment that you believe in the thing that you desire is the moment that the universe is starting to conspire to bring it to you. That's the moment, right? So this work that we're doing right now, this is manifestation work. I'm taking you along a journey of tapping into your creative abilities. That 4-minute visualization that we just did, that did a lot of work. That sent messages out to the universe. It's got things happening. Stuff's going on. Reality's bending. It's magical. But what's going to happen if you go back to not believing? If you go back to, that can't happen for me. If you go back to never believing in it. If you go back to the old identity, what's going to happen? The universe is going to go, oh, okay, she wants me to go back to this idea. What idea are you feeding intention with? What idea are you believing in today? You can't believe in two. You can't believe it can happen, and then you can't believe that it can't happen at the same time. You got to be in one or the other, and you might go back and forth. The one that's going to manifest is the one you spend the most time in. The one you believe in the most. Now, everything is automatic. All of this is an automatic process. So what I've literally taught you is 6 things, 6 ways, 6 parts of your mechanism of manifestation that are happening whether or not you do anything. Like all of these things that I just said to you, they weren't things that aren't happening, and I'm asking you to now do them. They're things that are happening anyways that you are unaware of that have created the life that you're living right now. Right? So I'm asking you to now control them. I'm asking you to be aware of them. I'm asking you to now pump out different things. I'm asking you to use all of that for good and not for evil. Okay, so for those of you that are asking for the 6 steps to be written out, I want you to sit for a moment and ask, what does your intuition tell you about the 6 steps? Go find it. You know it. It's you. You don't need me to tell you again about you. You know it's you. Sit with it for a second and ask yourself, if I knew the 6 steps, what would they be? If I knew the 6 steps, what would they be? So your mind is trying to take you down to rationality, to categorization, to lists, to the mechanics, to the masculine. It's trying to reduce you back. You don't need to know the 6 steps. I created 6 steps for all of you to help conceptualize it, but this information is a flow. It can't be categorized under steps. It can't be resigned to that. Right? It's infinite. Your ability to manifest is infinite. It's the truth of who you are. Why is the mind doing this? Why the fight? It's just what it's used to. It's just what it's used to. And so that's why I don't want to just give you the 6 steps back again, because I'm just going to feed that. It's just going to feed the desire to need to know 6 steps. I'm just asking you to just surrender. I'm just going to surrender. This is so good. I already know. I'll end the day by telling you the 6 steps again. But just right now, I just want you to rest in the knowing, to just sit with it, to let the mind not need to try to find. This also happens with decision making, right? The mind tries to say, okay, is this a good decision? Is this a bad decision? Is there pros and is there cons? Is this safe? Is this a risk? Like the intellectual mind is trying to rationalize things. The soul doesn't rationalize, it knows. So I just want you to surrender into the knowing of a thing, to surrender in the idea. What if you already knew? One of the things that the ego's really going to get you with is, I don't know. Okay? Does the soul not know? Nope. You do know. So instead of giving you the answer, you saying, well, I don't know, and me giving you an answer, I'm going to say, well, what if you did know? What would you say? And then you're going to go, well, I don't know. What if I did know? And then I'll say, okay, well, what would be if you had to make up an answer? What would be the answer you'd make up? I'm just bypassing the ego. That's it, right? Because you know. So one of the things I sent a message to my dear friend Kaylee last week, and I said, tap into the woman who knows. Tap into the woman that knows. Okay? So let's believe that we know. We don't know what we know, but we're just going to believe that we know. It's good enough for me. Because the belief that you know will give you all the knowing, but the belief that you don't know will keep you not knowing, and it'll keep you seeking. I go through times where I'm not taking a course, I'm not taking a program, I'm not reading a book, I'm in myself, and I'm just sitting there knowing what I know. And then once I know what I know, I'm like, okay, let's go gain some more information. Let's go take another course. Let's go elevate. Let's ascend. Right? But what if you tap into the woman who knows, or to the man who knows? Right? However you identify. Yeah. So really, really powerful energy and powerful work. But this is where we want to start thinking a little bit differently. Start thinking about things in a new way. Not the ways we've always thought, but to think in new ways. Right? So I've really talked about for the past 2 days the importance of understanding your mechanism of manifestation. Understand how you were made to manifest, literally divinely created to manifest. And that was the first idea that led me along this journey of becoming a manifestation expert, a master manifester, right? To climb the levels of awareness, to be able to first embody this for myself, but then to be able to teach it, right? And so I have to be super aware of my journey and my path and what are the things that led me to where I am today and have led me to manifest what I've manifested. And I can tell you that it wasn't simply listening to a 2-day live event. It was actually doing the work. It was the patterning, it was the programming, it was the taking of the courses, joining the masterminds, it was reading the books, it was changing and reprogramming my subconscious mind, it was practicing visualization and imagination work, and it was being a part of a community that elevated me. Did I build the community? Yes, I did. So I built a community of individuals that were tapping into this software and consciously manifesting, right? Consciously manifesting. So that's where Diamond Academy was born, right? The entire company and organization that I own now is a vessel and a mechanism for embodiment, not simply for knowledge attainment, but for embodiment. And so the intuitive hit to create a beautiful vision of an organization that helps ascend people, that helps people to tap into their light and tap into their greatness is this work. And when I look at things like, what's the best way to help people to create the life of their dreams the fastest? It's to give them what they need in order to do that. And so every single course, program, live event, whatever it is that I've created, it always has this formula of embodiment. It has this formula of community, knowledge, and embodiment. 3 things. Community, knowledge, and embodiment. Right? And so even when I do one-on-one coaching, it's a community of 2. Well, 3 really. Me, the one-on-one client, and source. Right? So really what we have found is that this combination of focused attention, controlled imagination, embodiment of principles in a supportive community environment is life-changing. It's absolutely life-changing. And so this is why we keep creating offers and programs and opportunities for people to come in there and to do it. Why? Is it for us? No. It's for the impact that it makes on others. And over and over and over again, you hear stories of people that have come in and decided to grow and ascend and do this work and who have become master manifestors. Community, knowledge, and embodiment. Community, knowledge, and embodiment, right? They become master manifestors because we facilitated an environment and an experience that helps you to do that. Do you need us? Do you need us in order to manifest your dream life? No, you don't. Now, if you want us to be a part of it, then we are here. And if you're on this, if you're watching the replay, and if you're on this live, I'm going to say you've called it in. You've asked for it, or it wouldn't be here. And I don't say that with any like cockiness. I say that as like, yeah, I've called in my mentors, my teachers, my trainers. I've called them in the moment I'm ready for that growth. I get introduced to them and I'm like, oh, look, ask and you shall receive, right? So I always ask people to tap in to the desired state and to ask yourself, free from limitation, from the end result, you're in your dream, you're in your vision. Would you love to be a part of a community? Would you love to learn from me? Would you like to grow with me? Would you like to meet me? Would you like to get into my physical space and energy? Would you love the experience of it happening faster, with greater ease, and in a more supported environment? And if the answer is yes, then you've tapped in with the soul's desire. You've tapped into the truth, right? And so that doesn't come from a feeling that you need to do something, but a feeling that you desire to do something. And from that desired state, we then create that reality. Whatever you want to happen will happen as long as you hold that image. One of the things people do all the time is they'll put like my millionaire program on their vision board or meeting me on their vision board or whatever else. And then they always say to me, I put that on my vision board. And I'm like, well, you manifested it, didn't you? Right? Like you made the decision that that's an experience that you wanted in your life and you held that image until that experience became true and real for you. And so if I get to be proof of that for you, then amazing. I had this woman call me to Nobu, Malibu from her mind. Okay, what do I mean by that? I'm at Nobu, Malibu having dinner with my team, the House of Manifestation team. And this man came up to me and he's like, are you Kathleen Cameron? I said, yes. He's like, me and my wife listen to you every single night. We're here visiting from London, England. And she literally said that he asked her, what's the number one celebrity you'd like to meet while we're in California? And she said, Kathleen Cameron. And then here I am, the table next to them in Nobu, Malibu. Wow, she's powerful. She got me to go to Nobu for dinner and I didn't even know it. That's how I see it. Right? So This is the experience that we get to have. This is the desired state. And so the reason that I ask it like that is like, not do you need one of my courses to be successful, but would you love to take one so that we can help you in a beautiful way and so it could happen faster and easier and so that I could teach you? And if the answer is yes, then that's the desired state. And so anything that tells you you can't isn't real. It's not true. It's not the truth. Right? So right now we have such a beautiful opportunity as we're ending this year. We're I don't even know how many days we have left in the year, like 40. We have 40 days left in the year. And when I think to myself, okay, how can Kathleen become an even larger vessel for the receivership of more? It's to believe in the more myself, right? It's to give myself greater opportunity to receive by allowing you all a greater opportunity to receive. So the more that I demand of me, and the more that I demand of source energy, the more it influences all of you. So if I'm thinking from this idea of, okay, I think I can help maybe 10 to 20 people with this work. What impact is that having on all of you? It means only 10 to 20 of you are going to desire to grow. It means 10 to 20 of you are going to believe in you. It means only 10 to 20 of you are going to make a decision to invest in yourself. Only 10 to 20 of you are going to tap into your manifestation powers. But I don't believe that. I believe that every single one of you on this live call, on the YouTube stream, and watching the replay, I believe every single one of you has the opportunity and the desire for more, and that every single one of you are available to grow and expand. Every single one of you are living your dream life. And can I help every single one of you? Yes. I believe that. Because if I don't believe that, then I can't help you. So I've had to look at myself and ask myself, Kathleen, do you really believe in yourself? Do you really believe in this work? Do you really believe in your power to influence others? Do you believe in your courses? Do you believe in your programs? Do you believe they are life-changing? And my answer to all of that is yes, 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 yes. I am so convinced that you can't convince me otherwise. You can't. I keep being told over and over and over again, Kathleen, this is about millions of people. Bernie, when I fully believe the money found me. That's how this works. That's how this works. I don't look in my bank account and say, do I have the money for this investment? I say, do I want to do this investment? Would I love to do this investment? Yes. Okay, then the money will come. The money will find me, as Bernie said, right? So what I would love to do is, I asked the question, how many of you would love to learn from me, to be in my energy, to be a part of my community, all those things. And then I said, and how many of you would love to meet me? So what I would love to do is to give those of you who said yes to those two things an opportunity to do that today. So for today, and this is only limited spots, it's not unlimited. So if all of you want to do it, okay, we'll have to figure something out. But I only have a certain number of spots for these ones. But for those of you that make the decision today, I am going to give you a day with me in addition to the decision of whatever course you take. So if you decide to sign up for the Millionaire Program, then you will come and spend the day with me in Millionaire Day. And if you sign up for Modern Mentor, you'll be in my my mastermind that I created. And CEO Day. Okay, so this is for the Millionaire and the Modern Mentor programs, or my inner circle. If you decide to enroll in my inner circle today, then you'll get 2 days with me, actually. For anyone that is already in Millionaire or already in Modern Mentor, there's an opportunity for you to extend your time, and it's called alumni. So if you want to become an alumni and stay for another 6 months to a year, then you can come and meet me in person as well. Remember, there's limited spots. And this is just for those of you that make the decision today, that you get both these things. I've actually created the most impactful offer for now until the next week. Millionaire comes with 3 other courses, and Modern Mentor has a mastermind that comes with it that it normally doesn't come with. And so it's super, super powerful. Miranda, I saw that you just enrolled into Modern Mentor and you're part of the mastermind. I saw that. I saw your name come up. Oh, Holly just signed up for Millionaire right here on the Zoom. Oh, she's a girl after my own heart. This is the type of thing you do. So it's Millionaire and Inner Circle if you aren't a mentor. If you Modern Mentor is specifically for coaches and consultants in the digital space or anybody that identifies as a leader. So Cindy Lavora is a leader in the financial services industry, and she took Modern Mentor because she wanted to mentor her team. So it doesn't necessarily mean you're a coach. It could be that you mentor a team in another industry. I've had like real estate brokers in there. I've had people in marketing companies, like own marketing firms and stuff like that, that have invested in the Modern Mentor program too. But what I would say is no matter what it is that you do as your source of supply, as your passion, your purpose, your reason for being, chat with our team about what one might be the best. Millionaires for everybody. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be a mentor or anything. You could be a single business owner. But chat with the team. But today, for you to manifest those two things, learning from me and growing and coming in person with me, that is for those that sign up right now. Yeah. See you tomorrow. Much love. Laura, see you tomorrow in LA. Much love. Yeah. I'd be the first artist in Modern Mentor. Beautiful, Martina. Why not? So if we think about artistry and your creative abilities, how are you wanting to influence the world through that? In a mentorship capacity, through your art, through your creations. So I really think that's magical. I really, really think that that's magical. Okay. I would love for all of you to ask me now. We've got about 30 minutes. I'm going to do the winner of the one-on-one call near the end of the call. I'm going to share a couple of other thoughts that I have as I kind of pepper through answering some questions about the courses and the programs. But if you have a specific interest in Millionaire, let me know. I'll talk more about that. And if you have a specific interest in Modern Mentor, let me know. Or maybe even Inner Circle, let me know in the chat and I'll let you know. I'll talk more about those things as I keep talking about decision making. Okay, Barbara says, I'm in Millionaire, 3 weeks, best decision I've ever made. Yes. See how my belief about the program is now what I'm starting to receive back from people, right? They're starting to see. And let me tell you guys, like I use my visualization powers and capabilities for your good. So I visualize that every single one of you that enrolls in Millionaire and Modern Mentor or my Inner Circle or anything, that you see growth and you see ascension and that your dreams are coming true. So I visualize your dreams coming true in my programs because I want to have an assumption that it's the best program that you've ever taken. That it's life-changing, that your life is completely changed. That's what I want you to tell me. My life is completely changed since this course or program. Whatever that means to you, you decide what you want to change in your life. I'm not going to prescribe that to you. I'm not going to say you should want this and I'm going to help you get this. No, it's whatever you want. I will do whatever, help you get whatever you want. Yes, Miranda, you're in the mastermind. I'm so excited. Okay, and then the team just messaged me too, some other names. So I just want to celebrate a couple of the people who have made some decisions. Casey, where did you? Okay. So my Effortless Mastermind, which is a part of Modern Mentor, the spots are filling up. I don't know how many that we have left, but it's a handful. But the newest individuals that are part of the Effortless Mastermind in Modern Mentor are Sarah Davis, Diana DeMarkey, Miranda. We saw Miranda in the chat box here. Tyler Lowe, Monica DeRussell. And then we have someone that enrolled in Millionaire as well, Casper. And then I have 2 new Inner Circle members, and you guys are going to really, really enjoy meeting them. I'm going to interview them on my podcast. Trudy, all the way from Norway. And then we have Danielle from Australia in my Inner Circle. And I have to tell you, it's so divine. These 2 individuals that have joined the group, it was a magical call. Magical. Karen, I've been in Millionaire for just over a month and the changes in me are huge. I highly recommend this program. Karen, that makes me so happy. So happy. What are the names and links to the program? So Sharon, what we will do is we will put a landing page with a link to all of our current offerings. So all of the things that are part of our kind of Black Friday, end of November offer, We have it all on a landing page for you, so you could go take a look at what fits for you. If you're someone that knows what they want to do and follows their intuition, and the soul knows, and you take action upon it, trust that, make a decision and enroll. If you do want to speak to a member of the team and ask some questions, run a few things by them, decide which one is for you, that is okay too. There's an option on the replay landing page for you to book a call with the team. And if you don't know who on my team to chat with, let us know here in the comments and we'll connect you as well, because every single one of you has someone on my team. Can you share about what's in the Effortless Mastermind and Modern Mentor versus Inner Circle, and where do we enroll? Okay, so the Effortless Mastermind is a new mastermind that I created about a week and a half ago, I think, maybe 2 weeks ago. There is 25 spots to be a part of this mastermind with me. And this is the first time that I'm going to be running a mastermind about how to create an effortless business, how to scale in effortlessness, how to ascend and grow in effortlessness. So this is not about working harder, hustling harder, taking massive action. This is about harnessing your power, the state of being that which you are, to amplify your business by not being stressed out, burnt out, by being in a calm and peaceful state. So this mastermind, the first call, I believe we're having early December, and we will be having a mastermind call once a month for 6 months. And that mastermind call will be taught and led by me, and it will be specifically on the concepts of effortlessness. So I have 6 parts of the curriculum that I'll be integrating with you over those 6 months. But I also don't want this to solely be a mastermind where we get together on a call. I want you to be growing in between every call. So as part of the Effortless Mastermind, you will also get the Modern Mentor program. The Modern Mentor program is a $17,000 course, and you get that with the mastermind. So it's big, it's huge. It's only 25 spots, and I know that they're filling up. We've even had somebody, I think 2 people enrolled in it today, and 2 yesterday and 1 today. So it will be a full group of 25 individuals. You'll also be facilitated in a group chat with Deb Lays from my team, who facilitates the Modern Mentor program. So places to ask questions, a community to run things by, and we're running it as a cohort. That's the Modern Mentor Effortless Mastermind. That's open right now. Okay, so if you feel called towards that, you love the sound of that, then enroll before it fills up or chat with a member of the team. My inner circle is different. So my inner circle is actually one of the closest proximities to me without being a one-on-one client. So one-on-one coaching with me for 6 months is multiple 6-figure investment, but I wanted to be able to give more people a capacity to be close to me and to experience my vibration and the calibration and access to in here more often. So I created an inner circle. So an inner circle, we meet every 2 weeks. We meet twice a year in person. It's for 1 year, my inner circle. We meet twice a year as an inner circle in person. You have a WhatsApp chat directly with me. You can ask me a question anytime. And we have biweekly calls. So my inner circle, it's different. We're reading the same books. So they're literally reading what I'm reading along with me. And so as I'm having the awarenesses and the growth, I'm sharing it with them. As I'm winning, as I'm expanding, ascending, I share it with them. They share it with me. So the inner circle is the closest proximity that you can without one-on-one coaching. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Let me see what other questions. Is this pre-recorded lessons or live, the Ascendance Collection? So the Ascendance Collection is a bundle that we created of 3 courses. And it is pre-recorded lessons. So what that means is that I taught those courses live, and you're getting all of them in your back office to watch and go through as often as you want. So you actually are going to get that with Millionaire right now. That's part of the Black Friday offer, is that you get the Ascendance Collection, which is I think 3 of my courses. You guys can tell me that if I screwed that up, but it's 4. Oh wow, it's 4? Okay, it's 4 additional courses. So when you enroll in Millionaire, you're really getting like 5 courses right now. Oh, this is too much. Let's not do this. No, I'm kidding. No, we really wanted to make it good. We really, really wanted to make it good. So, wow, that's a steal. That's amazing. Okay, Let me see. I'm listening while working. Where's the sign up website? I think we've put it in here. There's different prices for different things, but all of that is going to be on the website. The team can tell you all the prices. I believe the Modern Mentor program is 17,000 on a payment plan, 15,000 pay in full. Millionaire, I think, is 12,000 on a payment plan, 10,000 pay in full. Ascendance Collection on its own is 2,222 right now. I don't want to screw up any more numbers. Team, tell me if I've messed it up, but I think I'm doing good. I think I'm doing good. 12K pay in full. Yeah, that's what I said, I think. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I have anything else. Okay. Let me see what else questions I have in here I want to make up. Something came up for me. When I looked at the price for Millionaire, my thought pattern was, I don't have that, so there's no chance for me. Danny, I love this. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being vulnerable. This is exactly what happened to me before I signed up for a course, right? So I think about it this way. The desire comes and the mechanism for its fulfillment follows. So I don't say, I would love to take Millionaire. Let me see if I have the funds in my bank account and make it possible for me. I say, I would love to take Millionaire and I know the money will come. So to notice the belief that I would love to take Millionaire, but there's no chance because I don't have that amount of money, it limits you, it restricts you, and it actually doesn't have the funds come to you in any way. It really doesn't. So what we want to do in that moment is we need to say, well, why not me? What if the money could come to me? What if it was available for me? What if it is an option for me? And that opens your mind back up. That opens potentiality back up. So remember that the message that we send out, the pulse that we emit out into the world, the universe conspires to make it so. So if the thought is, I would love to do that, but I don't have the money for it, you're not sending out a message that the universe makes so to make it happen. You're sending out a message that says, no, don't send me the money. So I always stop myself and I always think, nope, I would actually love that. Universe, I'm open. I would love that. And so being in that energy of I would love that without the secondary, but it's going to take too long. It's not going to happen. It's not here for me. It's not real. It's not true. Whatever. That secondary thing blocks you. It literally stops it. So no. What would I love? And I will put a little bit of a timeline on there too. I would say something like, you know what? I would love to have a Lamborghini Urus in matte black and orange and black interior. I would love to pay in full for it, and I would love to have it by my birthday, universe. I manifested that exact car by my birthday. Then I manifested that it got in a car accident and she's in the shop. But the original manifestation was. And then why did that happen? Why did I manifest it getting in a car accident and then going to the shop to teach me that you can manifest something and be forever changed by it and then not even have it for a couple months after, right? An even higher level of awareness. Yeah. Could you please elaborate what the special offer is since the cost is the same? So right now, when you purchase the Millionaire program, for the regular price that you would purchase the Millionaire program on its own, you're also getting the Ascendance Collection, which is 4 other courses included, right? So you're actually getting like $16,000 worth of courses and programs for the same price as Millionaire. So you're essentially saving thousands of dollars. That's the difference. But those of you that make the decision today, you're actually going to come and spend the day with me as well. That's priceless. Yeah, it's beautiful. So those that make the decision today will come and spend the day with me. Everybody else, if you don't make the decision today and you make it in the next few days, or if you make it in 4 days from now, it's okay. You're still getting this beautiful, amazing offer. And you'll just manifest meeting me another day, right? I would love to spend the day with you too, Lorinda. I would love that. Yeah, right? Yeah. Okay. So many of you are in the chat. I love this so much. Just realized I didn't have my camera on. Oh, wasn't meant to be then, right? Yeah. Okay, any other questions in the chat about these things? Oh, a Nephrilist Mastermind spot just sold too, so it's filling up, guys. You know, I sat down this morning and I said a prayer for everyone. I said a prayer for myself, I said a prayer for my team, but then I said a prayer for everyone that feels the call to ascend. I said a prayer for everybody that wants to grow, that wants to come on this journey with us. And I asked God to make it as easy for you as possible. I asked God to give you the strength, the audacity, the boldness, the confidence, the love, and the resources for you to be able to do this. And not for how I will benefit from it, for the benefit it will have in your life. I know what my call to good is. I know what my reason for being is. My reason for being is to take people from knowing a thing to embodying a thing, to understanding something, to being that same something that they understand. And so my dream for all of you is that you tap into the soul's knowing, to the soul's understanding, and that you make this decision be as easy for you as you can. But there is magic that happens in the decision-making process, that you grow through it. And so if it isn't as easy for you and you're feeling some resistance, and you stay true to the desire, and you hold that image and you say, I will be in this course, Kathleen, I will see you on those calls. I'll be in that mastermind. I'll be with you in that room in person. If you let that come, I'll see you. I'll be with you. You know how I know? Because I keep seeing it happen over and over again. You all keep saying it to me. I said I was going to be interviewed on your live event, and here I am being interviewed on your live event. I said I was going to be in the Millionaire Program. Here I am in person on the Millionaire Program in CEO Day meeting you. I said I was going to run into you in Malibu at Nobu, and here I am. You know? And so what's the idea that you're feeding? What's the knowledge that you are going to move into the physical 3D form? It was Kelly Hetherington. Kelly, way to go, girl. Just joined Modern Mentor, going to be in our Effortless Mastermind. Ugh, I can't even tell you how good this mastermind is. Like, the team was sending me the graphics of all of the individuals that have joined the Effortless Mastermind, so I get to see like a little bit about everybody, and it's a really magical mastermind, really, really magical. Yeah, I said I was going to be in Millionaire, and I was. Now I know I will be in again. And you know what's so beautiful, Lori, about that is you're making yourself very open to receive to that idea. But with the Millionaire Program, it's something that you take one time for 6 months, but it's something that's available for you once you do take it as much as you want. So that's why we created the Millionaire Alumni Program and the Modern Mentor Alumni Program, because there is a point where you desire to be in an energy that uplifts you, that motivates you, that inspires you. And it's okay, not because you need it, because you want it. So if you want to come back, my gosh, come back, right? And look at Lynette giving you proof. I joined Millionaire last month and the money literally showed up. It happens. It really, really does happen. Yeah. I would act now and book Millionaire because I trust that I have the money, but my fear is that my husband may not be aligned with me investing that amount from our family's finances. Okay, Lisa, love this. It's not about your husband. Never been about your husband. Okay? And I'm telling you this truthfully and honestly because I had a husband that said the same thing. And my husband actually said no. Like when I wanted to invest in my very first program, he was like, oh no, we can't invest in that. That's irresponsible. We don't have that kind of money. You can't do that. And so I went, oh, yeah, you're right. Touché, sir. And I let it be real. And then I sat back and I went, why did I give up on that so easily? I'm my own creator. I manifest what I want. So I'm going to manifest myself into that course and program. So I had to go back to him and say, I actually don't think that it's a bad investment. I think it's a good one. And these are the reasons why. And so who was I really telling? Him? Me. He's a reflection. So I always say it like this, if your husband were a hell yes, go do it. I believe in you. I trust you. You got this. How easy would the decision then be? And that's the truth, because it's never about the person outside of you. It's always about yourself. How can I trust? How can I trust I can manifest the money for Millionaire and my daughter's tuition for college at the same time? They both feel big. Because they feel big, you're now making it hard to accomplish them. I would love to manifest money for the Millionaire Program and for my daughter's intuition. One will give you the other. Millionaire will give you the other, for sure. Time and time again. Millionaire calls more money into your life. It's an investment. It's personal growth and development into yourself. It will expand you and grow. It's so easy for us to go take out loans for college education. Like, you want to pay for your daughter's college education. Can you guarantee she's going to go to class? Can you guarantee she's going to get A's? Can you guarantee that it's going to get her a job? Can you guarantee that she's going to live a really great life? No. Why do you want her to do that? Because you've just been taught that that's what she should do, and that's what you should do as a parent. It's normalized. But when you want to talk about signing up for personal growth and development program, what do you say? Well, I don't know that I'm going to make the money back. I don't know that I'm going to complete it. I don't know that it's going to be a return on my investment. I don't know. You do know. Listen, I have 3 degrees. I have 2 bachelor's degrees and a master's degree, and none of those degrees gave me what this work gave me. This work, this understanding, this knowledge, this embodiment has brought to my life a level of financial and time freedom that I never thought in my wildest dreams I would ever experience. I used to sit there and be like, what would it be like to win $30 million in the lottery? What would life be like? And I would dream about it. I'm now living a life where $30 million is going to come to me like every year for the rest of my life. I don't need to win no lottery. I'm the lottery. I'm the creator of my reality. And so I'm going to live the rest of my life like this because I learned how to do this. So I don't need to find some one number out of a million numbers in order to get the reality. I have the assurance, the knowing, the certainty that this is my life now. No fear, no going back. And so I sit in joyful expectation, and I want all of you to experience that. I really do. So it's, what do you want to believe in? Can you give an example of a person who succeeded, who did something differently than what you do? Go and listen to Cindy Lavora's interview last month on the live event. She started off in the Millionaire Program, then she moved to the Modern Mentor Program. Now she's in my inner circle. She is in the financial industry, and she just hit $122 million in revenue this year in her business. $122 million through this work. And I just interviewed her on my podcast. She used to work 14-hour days, 7 days a week. She now works 8-hour days, 5 days a week. She was hopefully going to do 30 million in her business when she met me just over a year ago. And now she's doing 122. They're going to end over 150 million. Mary Bell, millionaire is very different, but I'm very different. So I took TIR when you started, and honestly wasn't able to embody the information. So the embodiment is the key, Mary Bell, to this work, right? And so it's not about the course itself, but it's about the embodiment of what's in the program. And so the Millionaire Program is focused upon embodiment, and actually the way in which we do everything in our courses is focused upon that. So like what I have now, Mary Bell, in the Millionaire Program that I never had in TR is embodiment sessions. So we actually have facilitated sessions by members of my team where the entire topic is embodiment. It's not about info. I'm not throwing info at you. We're talking about all the ways in which we embody this work. So if you've already taken TIR, I would honestly tell you, come and take Millionaire now. Powerful. It's an ascension. It's a level up. Millionaire also, the Millionaire Program is spirituality meets personal growth and development. It's not mindset. It's far more. It's the feminine energetics that we're missing in TIR. Powerful. Yeah. But it's a completely different program. Millionaire is me. Millionaire is my journey, my knowledge, my understanding, my experience, which all comes from source. So you don't need to quote me on anything because it all comes from source energy anyways. Not the same at all. I've done both. Oh, good to know, Janelle. Thank you for saying that. Yeah. Book your call with the team if you have more questions. Oh, another Modern Mentor spot has been taken. Ajitha. Yes, beautiful. I saw you asking questions in there. So you took bold action. How audacious. Yes, we have payment plans. Yes, we have an in-house payment plan. Yes, we have another company that funds my programs. Yes, TIR is a Bob Proctor program that I sold in my first year when I was a coach in 2020. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to give you the 6 steps. I'm going to give you the 6 steps so I can just center you back. But remember, you didn't need them. You already know them. They're the truth of who you are. So I'll tell you the 6 steps. Before I do that, I just want to give you the winner. So I had this beautiful, beautiful opportunity to speak to someone. I gave away a free one-on-one coaching call probably a few months ago, and I had a beautiful conversation with them, and I absolutely loved it. And I thought, you know what? I want to be able to do that again. So we're going to do that today, right now. I'm going to have a chat with this individual. I'm probably going to give them some homework to do and some things to embody. And then I would love for them to come onto my live event one day and share how impactful that was for them. I think that would be really, really beautiful. So the winner of, the team just texted me, the winner of the one-on-one coaching call is Jenna Miller. Jenna Miller, where is she? Oh, hello, beautiful. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We gonna chat?
Yeah.
Yeah? Set an intention of what you'd like to get out of the conversation. And
Okay.
then when we chat, we'll be divinely guided and to give you exactly what you need to be able to move forward.
Okay.
Okay, chat soon.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you.
Okay. The 6 steps, are we ready for them? I wonder how many of you could actually put them in there. How many of you could list it out? Okay. So the first step in your mechanism of manifestation is your oneness with source energy, with spirit, right? Number 2 is consciousness is cause. So the cause of all reality is found in your consciousness. And I might have screwed up the order of these because I'm so intuitively led. So I might have changed it. But who knows? Law of attraction is a tool that was given to you as part of your mechanism of manifestation. Okay? So your oneness with spirit, consciousness as cause, the law of attraction. Thoughts create. Number 4. Number 5, your mind as the mechanism. So that's identity and imagination. Did I miss one? And then the forces of the universe will conspire to bring it all together. Okay? But one thing that you all will, if you don't already know, you'll begin to really know, is that I don't teach from concept. I teach from experience. So I teach from a being and not from a knowing. And so an understanding of information and intellectual mind wants to be able to put it on a PowerPoint presentation. You'll never see that from me. Yeah. Because I'm not teaching from that place. I'm teaching from the all of everything that exists everywhere all at once and is. Anyways, I have a final song for us. I wanted to play a song that I feel would help to solidify these beliefs, that would help you to remember the truth, and that would really, really give you an opportunity to feel what I think this feeling is of manifestation, right? The process of life working for you, through you, is manifestation. So we're going to end with a final song today called Speak and It Is Done. We have to stop the live stream because we can't play copyrighted things. Somebody already put it in the chat. Look, somebody typed it out in the chat, the 6 things. You can send it to me. Send me the 6 things. And maybe I'll put it on my story for all of you. So we're going to play this final song. Congratulations to everybody that has joined the Diamond Academy family today. I'm so grateful for those of you that I'm going to see tomorrow in Los Angeles. Hug you soon. I'm a hugger, so don't be afraid to give me a hug tomorrow. And for anybody that did not enroll in something today but plans on enrolling within the next few days, welcome. Congratulations. I'll see you on the calls, and I look forward to you messaging me one day and telling me how much your life has changed. You telling me about all your dreams that have come true. And I celebrate all of you in advance, every single one of you, because it is done. And we are going to leave the replays of these up on YouTube until December 5th, December 5, and then we're taking them down. So if you're somebody that's going to watch the replays, December 5th, these are coming off of the YouTube channel for this class. Okay? Okay. I love you so much. I am so grateful. I honor each and every one of yours journey. And if you feel called to come along with us, we are here to support you and hold the space and give you whatever you need to keep you going. We will not give up on you, ever. We would never give up on ourselves. So why the heck would we give up on you? No way.